Let's bring in Janet Napolitano, the longest-serving Homeland Security Secretary who served in the Obama administration. She's also a former governor of Arizona, former state attorney general, former U.S. attorney. You've worn so many hats and have a breadth of experience that's so useful to us. Thank you, Secretary Napolitano, for being here. What do you make of the administration's targeted approach to specific communities like Haitians in Ohio, or going after the Somali populations in Maine and Minnesota? Does that strategy make sense to you?
It doesn't make sense, and it's really contrary to good policy and good practice. You should be targeting those who've committed other crimes or who are serious national security threats. That's where the energy should go. But to broadly characterize people by nationality, that is contra U.S. immigration law going back decades.
Of course, Minnesota has become such a flashpoint right now in this country, and the administration has called it the largest DHS operation in history, with some 3,000 federal agents sent there. Your thoughts on this state and the Twin Cities specifically being such a high priority for immigration enforcement?
You know, it's really mysterious. If you were to rank all of the states by the perceived number of illegal immigrants, Minnesota would be in the bottom 10. You know, the top state would be California, but number 2 and 3 are Texas and Florida. So if you're really looking at doing deportations, you would think you would focus where most undocumented immigrants are. But instead, they've selected Minnesota. And of course, the operation there has been totally botched. And has created all kinds of consequences and violations of the law and loss of life. I mean, it has just been appalling.
I know you've said that the current Homeland Security Secretary, Kristi Noem, hasn't reached out to you, but what would be your advice to Noem in this moment?
Well, I think she should back off. I think they should begin removing agents from the Minneapolis Twin Cities area and return them to their home stations. I think she needs to watch her rhetoric. I think she needs to watch making premature announcements about the characteristics of victims being domestic terrorists and the like. You know, the role of a DHS secretary should be to offer calm, cool, analytic leadership and send clear guidance to the field about how they are expected to behave and maintain the standards of federal law enforcement. And unfortunately, the current secretary just hasn't done that.